Hello, welcome to an overview on the What If Simulator presented by Advantage Credit. Now you just pulled a credit report on your borrower and they state that they've actually paid off some of those credit cards. Or there's a dispute that you need to remove from their credit report, or possibly there's some authorized accounts that also need to be removed, or better yet, that customer has a letter from their creditor stating that late payment was reported in error. And in all those cases, you need to know how this will affect their FICO score. The What If Simulator is an excellent tool that will help you determine scenarios of paying down credit card balances, late payments, removing derogatory items, or those other scenarios of removing authorized accounts, late payments, etc. Bottom line, it helps give you better informed decisions. Now, the What If Simulator is available up to 30 days from the date you pulled the credit report. Now, before we spend some time doing a demonstration of how to use the What If Simulator, I do want to touch on just a couple things real quick. One is, keep in mind that length of history, payment history, and the payment history itself make up 50% of the FICO score. So closing accounts removes that payment history, and that possibly could lower the FICO score. And on top of that, balances on revolving debt or lines of credit can also have up to a 30% impact on FICO scores. And having those balances lower than 30% of the high credit can have a positive impact on the FICO score. And then last, that healthy mix of credit is also very important. Having a minimum of 2 installment loans, meaning mortgage, car loan, a student loan, something with a fixed term, fixed payment. And then 3 revolving debts, or credit cards or lines of credit, with balances less than 30% of the high credit. Of course, no derogatory items. And then it's okay to have additional credit cards or lines of credit with long payment history that you pay off each month. So let's spend some time reviewing how to run the What If Simulator. When you log into our website at advcredit.com, and once you've pulled up that credit file, you'll notice you'll have your FICO scores listed here, and over here to the right under Add-on Products, you'll see the What If Simulator. You click on the What If Simulator, and then it pulls up another option to where you can order and request that simulator tool one bureau at a time. And the reason why you can only view one bureau at a time is because creditors report possibly differently to each bureau, or they may not report to all 3 bureaus. So the only way the tool will work best is to view each bureau one at a time. My recommendation is focus on the score that you may need to increase, or possibly the mid score that you have concerns about being impacted based on any of these changes. So we're just going to pull up Experian. And again, you can run it, if it was a joint file, you could run it on either borrower one at a time. I'm going to run the Run What If Simulator. And then it's going to pull up the person's existing score. And as I make changes down here, it's going to show me the potential forecast. Now here's something that I really like about the What If Simulator. This is recently added. And if you make no changes, and if you just want to say over the next year, if I do nothing else but make my payments, how would that potentially affect my score? So I can go down here and click in 1 year, and it will state that if I do nothing else but just make my payments on time, I potentially will raise my score, in this case, an additional 13 points from 689 to 702. And by the way, at any time, I can go over here to the right and click Start Over. Now, here's an installment loan. Installment loans, paying off installment loans or paying them down usually do not have any impact on the FICO score. I do have a revolving account here that shows that the high credit or utilization is 39% of the high credit. So let's say the customer said, well, I just recently paid off this account. So I could change that balance to 0, and it will then show me up here the potential forecast of how it would improve the score. Now, paying off that balance only improves the score 4 points. So I could hit Start Over again, or by the way, as I make these changes, it'll accumulate all of these changes and continue to add the potential score improvement. Now, the one that catches my attention is the revolving account here at 100% maxed out credit card. If I paid this down to 30% of the high credit, so we'll pay this down to around $1,400. whoops, see if I can do this right here. We pay this down to $1,400. Which is about 29% of the high credit. As you can see, it only raises the score 7 points. Now, here's a collection account. And let's say this collection is over 7 years old. It should come off the credit report. Or possibly the borrower has been able to negotiate with the collection agency that if they pay off that collection, they'll actually remove the collection immediately. So if you wanted to know how much it will affect removing the collection account, you can go over here and click on this X, and it actually removes it. And in this case, as you can see, removing that collection account can have a substantial positive impact on the FICO score. And as you can see, paying down this credit card and removing the collection shows potential almost 100-point impact. The other thing you can do is, in this case, what happens if the customer has opened up a new account? So I can click on Open New Account. I can establish what type of an account they've opened up. Let's say they've opened up a credit card for $1,000 and it's a zero balance. I can click Simulate, and I can just go ahead and add this card to the account, and then it will tell me once this card starts reporting to the credit bureaus how much of an impact it will have on the FICO score. Now in this case, it actually lowered the FICO score, and possibly it's due to the fact that this customer already has 4 revolving accounts. So opening up that 5th revolving account really extends past that perfect healthy credit mix that we mentioned earlier. So this is an excellent tool that you can even set with your customer, make these changes, show how to remove late payments, how to remove accounts, and at any time you can click Start Over. Now here's the most important part too. I'm just going to go back to our slide. We don't expect you to be the expert. You may go weeks, if not months, with needing to use the What If Simulator. Our dedicated rescoring team is available to assist you on how to use the tool, as well as if you have a particular file, things are not working, pick up the phone, call anyone on the rescoring team. They're available to assist you, as well as if you want to find them on our website. If you go to advcredit.com, click on Contact Us, Advantage Credit Staff, and you'll see they're all listed here as well. They're available to assist you on running the simulator, looking at files, etc. I hope this has been helpful, and good luck with using the What If Simulator.